I'm Dustin Goes to Hollywood, and let's get some light over here. JT's taking his clothes off again.
I'm Nathan Simmons, and I can feel myself rot. And this is the Silver Linings Playlist, the podcast where we try to find the silver linings in some of cinema's bleakest, brains-filled endings.
I don't know about you, but I think there's more brains shitting out in this movie than there are anything else.
Absolutely. Just shit in their brain. Those damn enchiladas.
Those damn enchiladas. Welcome everyone to the Silver Linings Playlist. As Nathan said, we're a podcast that watches movies such as the movie we're watching this episode, The Return of the Living Dead from 1985, that don't end on a happily ever after note. In fact, this movie ends with literally a bang.
Yeah.
And some would say the biggest bang you could have on planet Earth.
Yeah. And as we all know, this story is a true story.
It's a true story.
So-
First of all, let's pay our respects. Never forget 7/3/1985, or I guess 7/4, right? It's technically Independence Day.
Yeah, 7/4/1985.
Mm-hmm.
We pay our respects to trash, suicide, scuzz.
And not the people, like the actual practices of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that so many souls were lost 41 years ago.
So many souls.
But yeah, we watch movies such as this movie, The Return of the Living Dead, and we try to find something positive to say at the ending of it, hence the silver lining.
Yeah.
And we're joined with a guest this week because Mally, unfortunately, isn't here. Last time I saw him, he was crawling into the crematorium oven, and I haven't heard from him since.
Listening to the Cramps, I think.
So we had someone fill his shoes. Please welcome back a guest we haven't heard since, I believe it was like episode 35, way back when, with Logan.
Wow.
Please give it up for our returning guest, Mr. James Stacey.
Hello, hello.
James, technically, you're the first guest we've had on the show because we called you on the Empire Strikes Back episode to get your thoughts on it because you're a big Star Wars nerd.
Yeah.
So you're now the latest guest and the first guest. How does that feel to haven't been on the show for almost 200 episodes?
I feel like I should have gotten some kind of award in the mail for this.
Yeah.
We should have sent you a check.
Do I get like a plaque or something?
Uh-huh.
One of those like YouTube subscription numbers?
Well, we brought you here today to just fill us in on all the Star Wars that's happened since then.
Yeah. Go ahead and rank all the Star Wars, including the TV shows. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1, Ewoks Caravan of Courage.
Hell yeah, brother.
Best Star Wars film by far.
Uh-huh.
A man of culture.
Number 2, Star Wars Holiday Special.
Of course. Number 3, the other Ewok movie that ends with all the family dying in the first 10 minutes.
Of course.
Isn't that crazy?
I love that. It's like, oh, we cared about those characters last movie. Fuck them this movie.
All right, let's jump to the last part of the list. Let's just see what you got at the bottom.
At the bottom, the first movie, Star Wars A New Hope. Definitely trash. Garbage.
Yeah, what a pile of shit.
Yeah. Never even tells us what the Clone Wars are.
Dated special effects.
God. Well, this week, as I said, we're talking about The Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
This is my pick because this is a movie
Sure is.
that asks the age-old question. And actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's pause that. JT, I'm going to turn this over to you because JT's here. This movie asks an age-old question, JT. What do you think that age-old question is?
What if the living dead returns?
There you got it. Nail on the head. You did it. You did it, everybody.
Oh, I thought the age-old question was, do you want to party?
Oh, that's the second question. Oh, yeah, of course. It's
Well, that age-old question makes sense. Dustin never makes these make sense.
That's true.
I thought the age-old question was, have you ever thought about dying?
Well, there's that one. There's where do they get all the skeletons with perfect teeth? There's
Yeah.
so many questions this movie answers. But I picked this movie because I just saw it for the first time a couple years ago, and I couldn't believe I waited so long to finally check this one out because it's one of the most punk rock fucking movies I've ever seen. And also, there is a Lego sequel coming out this year starring Devon Sawa. So I thought, what better time than now to talk about this movie?
Do you know it's not the only sequel that's coming out in the near future?
So I somewhat am familiar with this. I saw some Instagram posts or whatever. Do you have more info than that, Nathan? Because I don't know too much.
Yeah, there's another sequel that's coming out called Trash's Revenge.
Hell yeah.
That stars Linnea Quigley as herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a meta sequel. I guess zombies are overrunning the 40th anniversary of Return of the Living Dead or something like that. What makes me not stoked about it is that according to the original logline, The plan is to use CGI to resurrect actors James Karen and Don Calfa for participation in the project. The poster seems to be AI slop.
Great.
So I'm more excited about that other one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they're not even gonna have to put makeup on her. I mean, like, it's been 40 years. She's
I know.
Is that too mean? Is that too mean? Should I cut that?
No, we're gonna. Well, I feel like we're gonna have a lot to say about Linnea Quigley as the episode goes along. But,
Sure.
This movie I saw for the first time as a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe that when we covered Resident Evil on this podcast, I said Return of the Living Dead is my favorite zombie movie.
Sure.
And I go back and forth between this one and the OG Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead as my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all so different in their intention and tonality.
Mhm.
And this movie is just so fucking funny and so weird and mean-spirited in a way that, like, really tickles my funny bone. I was so excited when you added this to the schedule because it's one that's been on my mind since I joined the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another example of like weird diminishing returns in a franchise.
Yeah, I haven't bothered with those sequels at all.
Not a one.
I go to bat for 3,
Okay.
which is directed by Society and Bride of Reanimators,
Brian
Brian Usna,
Usna, yeah.
but has like way more of a serious tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some really cool makeup effects and it's got a fun like kind of gothic romance vibe to it in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that one, but it's a very different picture from this one.
Sure. Well, James, I actually asked you to come on this episode, no matter what it was going to be this week, but we had a different movie planned, which we've changed because of some release dates for certain movies. So
Right.
I gave you the options. I was like, hey, these are some of the other ones I'm thinking about putting on here. And you jumped at The Return of the Living Dead. So what's your relationship like with this movie?
I also saw this one when I was a teenager. So
It's the perfect time to see this movie for the first time.
right. I mean, 14-year-old me was watching it for different reasons.
Of course. Miguel Nunez Jr. looking hot in this thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Demon himself, Juana Man himself.
Even then, I recognized how fun and just ridiculous and crazy the movie was. And
Yes.
I remember that ending catching me completely by surprise.
Yeah.
Because this might be one of the first, like, downer ending movies that I saw.
I was
where-
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It very well might be. I might have been at the time like, oh, movies have happy endings, or,
Uh-huh.
downer movies have downer endings.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like a horror comedy movie I'd seen yet that I think had the downer ending.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Is it's so funny, and then it does that rug pull at the end, and it's like Night of the Living Dead has such a downer ending, but then this one is like everyone is gonna suffer. They're gonna be terrified, and then nothing they've done is going to matter. Like you feel everyone getting more desperate to the point where there's about to be a murder suicide right before the bomb drops.
Dude.
Like it's wild.
I can't believe I didn't pick up on this the first time, but I have a big note about that scene. But
Yeah.
we'll get there when we get there. To talk about the ending, though, real quick, because that's the whole point of the show, I do think it's interesting because, in the narrative sense, like a nuke goes off and then we realize, oh, that's only going to exacerbate things because it's going to mix with the rainwater again and then go into the soil and whatnot. But from a meta standpoint, from the audience standpoint,
They're putting trioxin in the soil.
the choice to just run back the same footage we've already seen of that skeleton popping out of the grave
It's so
and then,
funny.
of course, kicking in with a needle drop. Like, it's just so fun to end your movie that way.
Yeah.
And then the credits roll over. Here's all the shenanigans we got up to over the last 90 minutes.
I completely forgot that they just run back a shorter version of the movie from start to finish. That's so fucking funny.
It's so crazy.
It's like a reverse Mission Impossible where instead of getting it at the beginning, we get it at the end.
Ethan, you gotta call the number on the barrel.
JJ, what about you? What's your experience like with this movie?
I can't remember what age I saw that, but like I do remember seeing the box art at like Blockbuster or wherever.
Yeah.
Unbelievable poster art.
I remember looking at that. I was like, this has to be funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this has to be funny. Surely, maybe mom will let me grant it. She didn't. But I was probably like 16, 17 or something when I saw it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I just thought it was rad as shit.
I do remember seeing this on the Sci-Fi Channel and being like, oh, that's the one that had like the skeletons with mohawks from Movie Gallery.
Yeah. Interesting you bring that up because I remember, and I bet this is in one of the sequels, but before I saw this one in full, I remember as a kid flipping through the channels, they come across a zombie movie where like they quizzed a zombie. Like it was kind of like the paramedic scene where they like call in one on the CB radio or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember them asking like, who is the current president? And the zombie said like the wrong name. And that's how they knew. That's got to be in one of the sequels or something.
I think that's part 2. Part 2 is like full comedy.
Gotcha. Okay. So I remember that and thinking it was in this movie.
And I think the sequel also has Thom Mathews in it, but playing a different character.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into the info all around the Returning of the Living Dead. So as I mentioned, the year is 1985. This thing opened 1 month after George A. Romero's Day of the Dead, which these two guys, if you don't know, were friends and partners. They worked on Night of the Living Dead together.
John Russo and George Romero.
Yes. And when it came time, they split how they wanted to do the sequels for this. George wanted to do this more politically driven, serious tone thing. And John Russo wanted to do this more comedic, fun thing, right?
Yeah.
And so the way they decided to split things evenly and continue being friends is George would get the Of the Dead titles, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and so on.
Yeah.
And Russo would get the Living Dead titles, The Return of the Living Dead and whatnot.
Right.
So that's what happened. And they didn't necessarily want these movies to come out so close to one another, but because of scheduling and some reshoots and stuff, unfortunately, that's what happened. And this one ate Day of the Dead's lunch.
Well, and that's what's so funny is because the original Night of the Living Dead, due to some clerical errors, is in public domain.
It is.
So this was like a gentleman's handshake agreement that they did, more or less.
Yeah.
So that's why Romero sticks with like Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, etc. going forward. And then John Russo has had a wild career because he's also done like some low budget horror and like some other, non-Living Dead related movies. But he also oversaw that god awful 30th anniversary edition of Night of the Living Dead where he shot new footage and added in stuff and colorized it. And then he made Children of the Living Dead, which is like a sequel to the 30th anniversary edition of Night of the Living Dead. Like, it's such a weird, like, the Halloween continuity seems like it makes sense compared to the Living Dead universe.
Also, just to correct something, because I don't want anyone to comment and say I got it wrong. I misspoke. Actually, Day of the Dead ate this movie's lunch because it grossed like $35 million, and this one didn't gross nearly as much. So, excuse me.
Day of the Dead was also kind of seen as a disappointment, I remember, because it took a long time before Land of the Dead got made.
Yeah, it only made like $35 million.
Yeah.
The director of this is Dan O'Bannon, who is also the writer of John Carpenter's Dark Star and the original Alien.
Hell yeah.
And he's also one of the writers of Total Recall, and this is him stepping into the director's chair. Kind of a asshole from cast testimonies and crew testimonies on the set of this thing.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Can I read there was a quote that I found from Dan O'Bannon that made me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to find it. Keep going.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the film stars James Karen, Thom Mathews, Don Calfa, Gulager, Beverly Randolph, and Miguel Nunez. The budget was $4 million. It only managed to gross $14 million worldwide and currently sits at a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I just want to say, in terms of the cast, you've heard some of these names before because Thom Mathews is the Tommy Jarvis from Part 6, Jason Lives, of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So you've seen him before. Gulager is the guy that plays Bert. That guy's been a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But his last role is he is the bookstore owner in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Sharon Tate comes to pick up her books.
We have Linnea Quigley, who is a B-movie scream queen from films such as Night of the Demons and Sorority Babes at the Slimeball Bowl-orama.
Classic.
And also, do you know this? She just played boobs in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
I believe it.
In Nightmare on Elm Street 4, there's a scene where Freddy like lifts up his shirt and he's got like all of these people trying to get out of his chest.
Yep.
And there's just a pair of boobs. And you're like, who's that? Linnea Quigley. She's just hanging out.
She loved getting naked. She loves it.
I was going to throw this out. Dan O'Bannon, on making his directorial debut with Return of the Living Dead, said, quote, "I spent 37 years of my life not even being alive. now I'm fulfilled.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Which is what you say when you make this fucking movie.
Fuck yeah, you do. And of course, Miguel Nunez, who we've seen before, is in past episode, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Yeah.
So, Roger Ebert's written review, I couldn't find that they reviewed this on At the Movies,
Okay.
but he gave this 3 out of 4 stars, which
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like is pretty generous for him.
Yeah.
And he said, Return is a movie with some nice, droll opening scenes and the obligatory, horrible climax. It doesn't make the mistake of Day of the Dead, talking too much.
Wow.
Hater of Day of the Dead, wow.
He's not wrong. This is a very different intention from Day of the Dead, but
Yeah.
it is funny how Roger would classify some horror movies as dead teenager films and others as not.
Yeah.
And this has so much 80s slasher DNA mixed into it. Like this feels like such a product of its time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I prefer the Romeros of the Dead
Me
just
too.
because they are political. They do have a message and everything. But
Yeah.
I can also fuck with something like this. I can have a lot of fun with this.
I really want to know what he rated Day of the Dead.
That is a good question. Let me look it up, actually. What I was going to say, though, is I do see like where a lot of the influence for things like Shaun of the Dead come from.
Oh, for
because
sure.
I see that all over this fucking movie.
Yeah.
He gave Day of the Dead only 1.5 stars.
That's
Huh.
kind of shocking.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Day of the Dead is a movie that has grown on me over the years.
Yeah, it's probably my least favorite of the, original of the Deads.
Yeah, me too.
But I still really like that movie. I saw Diary of the Dead and what was it, Survival of the Dead once each. And
Me
I think
too.
I was kind of okay with that.
Yep.
But I've heard recently that some people really go to bat for Diary of the Dead. So I kind of want to give that one another shot.
See, I kind of fell off at Land of the Dead. I didn't really care for that one too much. But
Yeah.
then again, I've only seen it once, so I may need to go back and reevaluate it.
I mean, it feels like George Romero somehow tricked someone into letting him make that movie.
He sure did.
I love Land of the Dead because it's not great, but it is like all of his most gonzo instincts, and someone handed him like $70 million to make it.
Mhm. All right, well, let's revisit the trailer for this movie, boys. I've never seen this, but I want to see if this is as punk as the movie is. Oh, fuck yeah. Orion Pictures. Ugh.
Seal of quality.
Mhm.
They only come out at night. They're mean, rude, and dead. Not them. Them.
Oh, that's cool.
Good.
How many did you say? 100.
Yeah, there's some comedic editing in this trailer.
Uh-huh.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna call the boss.
I'll
They
call
come
the
back to
boss.
life. They're hungry. And they're not vegetarian.
Oh.
Graveyard out there's full of people coming out of the ground.
We have a little problem.
What the hell is going on there?
Rabbit weasels.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put Tarman in the trailer. Like, that is your big selling point.
Gotta. Honestly, that would be the button on the trailer for me.
Yeah. More braids.
They're back from the grave.
This song fucking slaps.
It does.
Yeah.
The return of the living dead.
Hell yeah.
Great title treatment, too.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Good trailer.
Great trailer.
Great trailer.
First off, I love the play on the whole "this is a true story" gag because usually that blurb will say something like the events are real, but the names have been changed. And this one's like, fuck no, the names are real, the people are real, all of it's real. It's so good.
Do you think the Coens snagged that for Fargo? It feels like...
Well, did they only start that with Fargo? They didn't do that in Blood Simple or
I don't think so.
Miller's Crossing or anything? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised if they saw this movie and decided to snag that idea.
Oh, for sure.
So it's July 3rd, 1984, and we're at a medical supply warehouse in Louisville, Kentucky. Frank is showing his new young employee, Freddie, the ropes, introducing him to all the skeletons and bodies they have.
Yeah.
And man, I just want to be able to order a skeleton from someone and have it show up at my house
Yeah.
because this whole idea is so fucking funny.
And Freddie agrees with you because he's stoked about the skeletons. He thinks a split dog is pretty rad.
It's pretty cool.
And Frank is like, anyway, here's the room of fucked up shit.
Well, first of all, Frank's like, go get some Excelsior over there. And I'm like, hey, wait, what?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Great question.
And he also says, a pretty valid question in my mind, how many people do you know die with a beautiful, perfect set of teeth? That is a great question, Frank.
He's like, I think they got a skeleton farm somewhere.
Which, from my understanding, does have some truth in history that, like, the Middle East did, like, have a lot of skeleton farms where they would, sell them to science classrooms and things like that, or, like, medical students.
Yeah, no, Dan O'Bannon heard about skeletons being shipped over from India and was like, I got to throw that in the movie somewhere.
Sure. And then Freddie asks Frank what's the weirdest thing he's ever seen working at this place. And Frank tells him that the events of the film Night of the Living Dead are true. And the reason he knows is because the military fucked up and sent him one of the bodies exhumed from the crime scene of the real story and asked Freddie, do you want to see it?
Do you want to see it?
This is so fun.
It's such a fun idea. And the fact that, like, we come to learn that the military just has a guy whose job is to wait until the phone rings that someone found them is really funny. Like, that guy's living in a mansion on a retainer and all his job is has someone called about the bodies yet?
Dude, great work if you could get it. If you're just on call in case someone finds it, that's great work.
Yeah, because, like, his wife is like, how was work today? And he's like, no one's called. Like, that was all it was. That's his whole day.
He just wants somebody to call.
Yeah. This guy's also out of his mind because he comes in, he goes, what's for dinner? And his wife goes, lamb chops. He goes, I had them from lunch. I'm like, hey, man, you can have lamb chops any time and they're going to be great. What are you complaining about?
That's right. You're right.
Thank you. I am right.
And what are those army-based lamb chops? That's not going to be nearly as good as homemade lamb chops.
Exactly.
MRE lamb chops.
Yeah, now you're getting a home-cooked version of it. That's awesome. And as, the great philosopher Dave Mustaine once said, military intelligence, two words combined that can't make sense, because it's so fucking funny that this is how this whole movie starts. Is like, first of all, the idea that Night of the Living Dead is true when he gets a name drop is very funny to me. Oh, that got Nathan.
Uh-oh. Here he goes.
You're my only friend who's ever going to quote Dave Mustaine and then be like, yeah, this is a good lyric.
Hey, man, I do think that is a good lyric. He wrote one good one.
I know you do. I know you do, and I love you for it.
Watch him become a god. So Frank shows Freddy a corpse contained inside a military barrel, and he smacks the side of it, which unleashes a toxic gas in the room and starts this kick-ass synthwave soundtrack and awesome as hell title card.
Oh, it's so good. I love that he's like, aren't they going to leak? And he goes, hell no, the army made this. He smacks it and immediately breaks.
Boy, this is a message for 2026.
I know. The effect of the corpse getting juicier is so good.
The eyeballs being revealed.
And it's not a time lapse. They like put it under a heat lamp and melted off layers of the makeup. It's so cool.
It's great.
While this is all happening, we have these punks who are driving around town just trying to figure out where they're going to party. We're going to party. Where are we going to party? Somewhere. And I'm like, good.
This is such a thing of being a teenager, though, right? Because, like, I definitely remember, like, in the summer, especially when I had my car, I would just go to friends, where they worked and just wait till they got off. Like, if they worked at, like, Baskin Robbins, I'll just go sit there for, like, a couple hours just fucking around till they got off work to go hang out, Oh,
man. When you got a friend who worked at, like, a bookstore or a coffee shop, that was the inn. Like, oh, I could just hang out here all day.
Or if they worked at the mall, you just go fuck around at the mall and occasionally stop by wherever they were, And
there was always just the one friend who has the car, so he's the one who has to drive you everywhere.
Everybody pitch in $2 for gas.
Or he always hit you with, like, you guys only like me because I drive you everywhere.
Right.
Dave's got a van, so we'll just hop in Dave's car.
And I had such questions about that. And it may be because one of them is the one that has the car, but like, how are these people friends?
Dude.
There's 3 yuppies and 3 like crust punks, and all of them seem to hate each other.
Dude, Tina sitting right next to Suicide. I'm like, these two images don't match.
No.
I don't know what's going on here.
No.
But we see this gas escape through the ventilation system and the pipes of this warehouse, and we see the other corpses and bodies begin to like wriggle to life.
Yeah.
I think that's a great shot. That's one of the great horror parts in the movie, is that slow like dolly in to the corpse in the freezer.
Yes.
As it slowly starts to come back.
It's so scary. And then, like you said, Nathan, we get introduced to this colonel who's like, his whole job is to wait around until someone finds, quote unquote, them.
Yeah.
His office, though, fucking rules. I want this office so fucking bad.
It's got a bar in it.
He's got a bar. It's red walls, red chairs. There's a chandelier. This shit is fucking cozy as hell.
This is like if M from James Bond was a ghost. That's what his office would look like.
What kind of games he's got on that system?
Right?
He's got like a Commodore 64 in there, yeah? On the other hand, though, his living room wallpaper, what the fuck is going on here? This shit's so tacky.
Yeah, it's a tribute to colonization.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's so insane.
And this is where I'm like, man, Dan Bannon can certainly write, but he can't direct for shit. Like the framing of this shot.
It's pretty bad.
It's just like, I feel like I'm watching a sitcom or something. Like, what the fuck is this?
There's so many point and shoot scenes. Like, he's sub Journeyman.
Yeah.
I think. Like,
No sauce in a lot of these scenes.
no.
But yeah, like you said, we get introduced to Freddy's friends, this eccentric group of punks looking for a place to party. And they're like, well, Freddy doesn't get off work until, late. So let's just go fuck around in a cemetery until he gets off.
That's what I wrote. I wrote they decide to fuck around in Resurrection Cemetery. And Trash is like, yeah, let's do that. And I'm like, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
I also love that somehow the LA River ended up in Louisville, Kentucky, because that's exactly where they're driving around at.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's right next to those North Dakota mountains in Leprechaun.
Or the robotics factory in Pensacola, Florida.
Absolutely. Frank and Freddy wake up with the flimmiest coughs I've ever heard.
Ugh, yeah.
Both of them are like, it smells like Bigfoot's dick in here.
Before that, though, the way they break into the cemetery is Suicide's like, I got a road flare, and he just bashes it against a chain lock and it breaks. I'm like, what kind of fucking road flares do you have, man?
Steel road flares.
Left over from Jurassic Park.
But yeah, so Freddy and Frank wake up and they're not doing too good. They start vomiting and everything. And they find one of their little half dogs have reanimated. And even worse, so have the cadavers in the cooler.
Frank goes from 0 to panicked. Frank is the most I've ever felt seen by a character in a horror movie because he's just like, oh, fuck, oh, shit, we gotta kill it. And maybe my favorite line of the entire movie is the cadaver in the next room is like banging on the door. And Freddy's like, what's wrong with it? And he goes, I don't know, but it sounds sore.
I think that zombie screaming from the cooler is scary as hell.
It
like
is.
The way it's screaming. And I also
and
love
the little
touch
touch of the butterflies on the wall.
You read my mind.
Is
My
that what
next
you're gonna
note.
say?
My next note. I love the little butterflies like that are pinned, just start flapping their wings. It's so good.
Oh, it's really good.
Was anybody else expecting the skeletons to like reanimate too?
I was too. Yes.
That would have been great.
Just like I got that like clacking their teeth.
Like some Jason's and the Argonaut shit.
Like, where's the line where it resurrects? Like, we saw the corpse that was basically a skeleton and it had eyeballs. So is that the cutoff? Like, you've got to have at least some little bit of organs left on you before you animate?
You gotta have some juice on you.
Some meat on them bones.
Did
Back
you guys
in this-
notice?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
No, that's totally fine because that was maybe going to be my prop cop. Is this eye chart they have?
Damn it.
I'm not picking it.
They have an eye chart that says Bert is a slave driver and he's going bald, haha, or something like that. It's so funny.
It says he's a slave driver, and what I was able to make out for it, it says Bert is a slave driver and a cheap son of a bitch, and then it kind of just cuts off where I can't read it anymore.
Who's going bald too? Haha.
Oh, that's
what
the
it
end
is.
of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bert is a slave driver and a cheap son of a bitch who's going bald too, haha.
Yeah.
Dustin, you need glasses.
Dude, I caught it. I had to pull it up on my phone so I could take a screenshot, then zoom in. I was like, what does that say? I know it says something about Bert.
And good news, you can get a t-shirt of it on TeePublic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So back in the cemetery, Trash ponders what the worst way to die would be. And for her, it would be being eaten alive by a bunch of old men.
Ugh.
Oh, and yeah, she strips head to toe naked and does a little dance routine.
It's easy to miss.
Yeah, it's very subtle. You got to look for it.
I texted you the other day and I was like, I've got something about the cast of this movie. And you were like, is it that one of them was naked? It's you might miss it if you don't pay attention.
It's real hard to see.
If you only saw the edited for TV.
Yeah. So, did you hear the story about this?
Oh, but where they had to keep covering up the pubes to like make the producers happy.
So she did the dance naked and she still had her pubic hair. And the producers are like, you got to cut the pubic hair out. It's too graphic. And then she does this where they're like, she shaves it all off. And she's like, oh, well, now this is way worse. Now we can see everything. I'm like, yeah, what do you think the hair was for?
Yeah.
It's a built-in censor bar. What are you talking about?
I also want to mention that Suicide is played by Mark Venturi, who is the fella who kills Joey with an axe in Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yep. And unfortunately passed away not long after this movie. I think he had like leukemia or something.
I believe so.
Yeah. Heartbreaking. So Bert, who's Frank's boss, shows up and he berates Frank and Freddy for fucking up. And his idea is to cover this shit up and keep their mouths closed. But first, they've got to deal with that screaming cadaver in the cooler.
Yeah.
And they let it out. And after a quick scuffle, Bert buries a pickaxe in the back of the zombie's head.
This makes me laugh so hard because Bert is like calmly telling them, okay, well, we got to confront this cadaver. Okay, you hold the axe. You open the door. I'm going to stand way back here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much buildup. And then they open the door and this fucking thing runs straight for Bert.
Yep.
And grabs him by the throat.
Well, I like the detail of this because the reason it does that is because Freddy and Frank are already turning into zombies. So they go straight for the only one that isn't.
Isn't infected. Yeah.
This little yellow man.
This yellow bastard.
It's so fucking funny. God. It's so good.
Well, it's even funnier when they cut his head off and he's just like,
Yep.
just waggling around with no head.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the events of Night of the Living Dead were bullshit because destroying the brain does not kill the zombies of this universe.
So that is my favorite line is when she's all like, you mean the movie lied?
Yeah, you mean the movie lied? They even saw this fucking thing's head off with a hacksaw and cut it into parts, and it's still, just wriggling around.
Oh, I love every time. It's such a lo-fi effect, but it's so effective. Every time they show the trash bags just like moving of their own accord, I like that a lot.
I also like, too, because like this is how you know we're in the 80s. There's just porn pinned up on the walls of this warehouse.
Yep.
We used to be a proper country, man. What happened?
I'm going to get my oil changed later today, and if there's not porn all over the shop, I'm going to be...
Go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. I'll take my business and my hog somewhere else.
And so Bert pitches the idea of enlisting the help of the local crematorium and the mortician Ernie to burn the zombies to kill it.
This is the first time I've ever noticed that they're Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
This is the first time
I'll tell you the part that I first recognized. But first, Bert, Freddy, and Frank carry the zombie in body bags over to the crematorium. And I don't know how I didn't put this together on my first watch. I must have been not paying attention. I love that Ernie is just a straight up fucking Nazi.
Yes.
This dude is listening to Panzer marching music. He's got a framed photo of Hitler playing cards and a framed photo of Eva Braun. And he's got like this old Luger that he pulls out at one point. And
he pulls a Luger out of his pocket, and later on he says it's coming down like Einbundtrunker, or how do you say it? He says like a pissing soldier. Like, sorry, I can't speak German.
I just wish he had like a vague German accent. That would have been so fucking funny.
He's got his hair like bleach blonde. It's so crazy.
It's so good. And at the same time in the cemetery, Trash is horny and Suicide is not.
Yep. And Suicide yells about how he works so hard for the gang and nobody respects him. And I'm like, what do you mean? Are you feeding them? Like, what is the relationship here? Are you guys lost boys?
I like that he says, no one understands me. You know that? And I'm like, hey, man, there's a very fit naked girl just filling you up right now. How about you just think about that shit later? But under the guise that the garbage bags are filled with rabid weasels, Bert suggests burning the bags alive, but Bernie correctly identifies that idea as cruel, even saying, let's just take them out back and I'll just shoot them.
Yeah.
And Bert comes clean and confesses to the truth that the bags don't contain weasels. And they open the bags up and a severed arm attacks Ernie's leg.
I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Do you think that they made him a Nazi because he's and I'm not trying to be awful.
No, I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
Because he's the guy who has access to an oven.
Mm-hmm. I think that was certainly in conversation when they made this movie, for sure.
Because this is something I didn't really pick up on until like my third viewing or something, until like a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's kind of insane.
I feel like there was an attempt at subtext here and telling some kind of message, but it just falls completely flat.
Yeah, I know some directors who use subtext and they're cowards. But yeah, Bert is being like super casual about this, talking about his gig. He's like, hey man, rigor mortis, that's really cool. Anyway, I gotta talk to you about these weasels. And he says these weasels came in on a shipment and they weren't supposed to be rabid. So, like, that's a checkbox you can put on the form.
So yeah, Ernie agrees to help on the condition that Bert owes him a big favor. And I love that we watch in real time that Ernie cuts off this torn pant leg that the zombie attacked. We watched this whole thing of him cutting this, and he goes, all right, let's go burn those bodies.
It's really funny.
And yeah, so he heats up the crematorium oven, and I'm kind of upset Mally's on in this episode because I know he has some thoughts about this. I'm like, because Bert keeps asking, he's like, well, is it going to be enough to burn the whole body? And Ernie's like, absolutely. And he's like, well, what about the heart? It's the strongest muscle. And he's like, well, we'll just turn it up more.
Yeah, I'll turn it up for the heart.
He's like, well, what about like all the bones? We'll turn it up even more. And I'm like, I don't think you can you do that? Because my understanding is with crematoriums, they don't get you 100% of the way to ash, right?
No, that's how they're able to give you things in an urn.
Right. Yeah, he even says that we'll burn the ashes too. I'm like, that's not a thing.
No. And I got a couple of steel beams in one of those bags. Do you think you could melt one of those?
I also think the idea that the heart is harder to burn than bones because it's such a strong muscle, it feels like a Kate Bush lyric. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's absolutely like a New Order song. Yeah, and so the smoke carries up into the sky. Theme kicks off again. We have acid rain pouring down, starting to reanimate the dead. But first, it's like burning these punks. They scramble out into Suicide's car, and they're like, roll the windows up. And Suicide says, I don't have any windows. I busted them.
Yep, I punched him out. And at the same time, Tina heads over to see if Freddy's off work, but doesn't find him there. And yeah, I love the idea that now, because they burned this body that had this toxin in it that then got into the rainwater, that like it's causing like acid rain, and Trash is like, my skin's burning. I'm like, yeah, because you took your fucking clothes off.
Yeah.
Man, this whole sequence rules.
Yeah, dude, I loved it.
I like is it Chuck who notices there's a it's either Chuck or Scuzz that notices there's like a rip in the canopy on the car. And he's like, oh, there's like a tear here, and he pulls it and it just starts pouring in.
Directly onto Trash too, which is the funniest part.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Frank and Freddy both announced that they're not feeling so hot, and they're not looking too hot either.
No.
So Ernie phones the paramedics. While back at the warehouse, Tina is confronted by Tar Man. This is our first introduction to him. This goopy as hell zombie that utters a single word for her to hear, brains.
Yeah.
And it chases her around the basement. And this is the beginning of the trope that not only do zombies like eating brains, but they also like uttering that phrase around as they shamble around looking for victims. This is where it starts.
I love it. It's so funny. It's so goofy and creepy. And I think Tarman is one of the most impressive practical effects I've ever seen.
I agree.
This actor also has like kind of a skeletal frame. Alan Troutman, I believe is his name. Just an incredible creation. And this is our first inkling that the zombies are more intelligent in this iteration, because this guy immediately rigs up a pulley system to try to open this closet she's hiding in.
Yeah.
I really like the foreshadowing before when she's down in the basement and he had closed the lid of the barrel.
Yeah.
And then when she's back, it's open and there's just a Atari handprint on the lid too.
That's good.
That's good. I also like the old-timey ghoul makeup they've got Frank and Freddy in as they get like more sick. They're literally like in Dracula makeup. It's so funny.
Sweaty Dracula makeup.
Yeah.
So the rest of the punks make it to the warehouse to escape the acid rain, but they run right into Tarman, who bites into Suicide's soft skull like a shortbread cookie. I don't know what this dude's problem is. He's got some thin skin on top of his head.
Made of Jammy Dodger.
And so the paramedics show up to the crematorium and determine that Frank and Freddy are basically dead because they don't have blood pressure, they don't have pulses, and their body temperatures are just 70 degrees, which is room temperature.
One of them's taking the blood pressure, one of them's taking temperature, and they kind of look at each other and then just swap guys. Like maybe this one's wrong, maybe this one's defective.
I like that. And so the rest of the punks ditch the warehouse and run back to the cemetery in search of Freddy.
Well, some great surf guitar music plays.
Yeah. But then we get maybe the greatest needle drop of any movie, because we see a straight up skeleton emerge out of a grave, open its eyes and its jaws, but also reveal that it has eyeballs. And we just hear, hell yeah. Shit rules.
So good.
It's so good they run it back twice.
Yeah. The punks evade all the zombies. They get to the funeral home, and Ernie asks a very important question. What's that sound? And Spider, played by Miguel Nunez, has my other favorite line of the movie. It's dead people screaming.
I also like, because in my mind, this happened sooner. The needle drop and the zombies actually rising out of the grave doesn't happen for like 50 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's very late.
It's really patient.
Yeah, it's over halfway.
There's a part before all this that was also one of the creepiest moments is when the rain starts and the punks are sitting in the car and what's the other girl in the back hears something and it's just the screaming of all the corpses
Right.
Oh, yeah.
buried in the cemetery is such a great, just horrifying thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shot we're looking at here, that's like a slow-mo moving through the cemetery, and it sounds like a heartbeat, and then it starts to double and then triple, and you realize you're hearing them trying to pound their way out of their coffins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really good.
It's real good. And yeah, the entire cemetery's dead occupants reanimate as the acid rain floods the entire place, and when you know it, Trash is eaten alive by a bunch of old men.
She is indeed. But it's not over for her somehow.
Oh man, it sure isn't.
There are a few just like really great scary moments. Like I was ragging on Dan O'Bannon a little bit earlier, but there's a great Jaws zoom when Tina sees the tar man for the first time.
Yeah.
The reveal of the zombie horde when the paramedic turns on his headlights.
Dude.
And then I think the reveal of the amputee behind the car door chewing on a paramedic's head is like one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, so these punks, Scuzz, Tina, and Spider make their way to the crematorium and barricade themselves in with Ernie, Bert, Frank, and Freddy, while Casey and Chuck return to the warehouse as a chorus of zombies are shouting brains and it echoes out throughout the storm. That shit's fucking scary to me.
It's really good. And not for nothing, you just listed all of these characters. And normally in a horror movie, I get annoyed when we have too many characters because it just feels like cannon fodder. I mean, JT was talking about that when we did Shark Attack 3.
Uh-huh.
Go subscribe to Patreon.
Mhm.
But I gotta say, like, the characters in this movie, even the thin ones, you know, a lot of the punks are very thinly written, but they're so distinct.
Yeah.
Their costumes are distinct. The performances are interesting and fun.
Mhm.
And it doesn't ever feel like character overload. We are kind of with them while they're dealing with this siege.
Mhm.
And everybody, save for maybe Suicide, gets like a hero moment or like an illuminating character moment. Even Chuck and, oh gosh, what's her name?
Casey.
Casey and Chuck, they even have that nice little moment in the, you know, when they're hiding out together. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think this movie's really economical with its storytelling.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what, like, you brought it up earlier on, like, how would these kids be friends in real life?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think that's what it comes down to is like each one of this friend group is distinct.
Yeah.
You can tell them apart. If they were all punks with, you know, chains attached to their nose and ears, like they'll get just blend together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
As the action goes.
Because there's some of them that are new wave, there's some of them that are crust punks, there's
Yeah.
some of them that are just preps, but they all get along, so.
And you know what the zombies would probably call them? The Breakfast Club.
Or the lunch club, or the dinner club, the afternoon snack club.
I gotta go.
So, yeah, the paramedics return to their ambulance and are confronted by a whole fucking army of the undead. And at the same time, Tina finally finds Freddy, who is unresponsive.
Yeah.
And Ernie heads outside to get a vehicle so they can all leave, but finds the abandoned ambulance and one of the paramedics being eaten.
And then we cue this crazy chase sequence. They're running through the funeral home to secure it. The Cramps are playing. And it was at this point I realized, oh, this is why I love this movie. It's Scooby-Doo.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's 100% a Scooby-Doo chase sequence.
Mm-hmm. And so Ernie goes back in the crematorium and tries to phone the police as the zombies begin breaking in. And like you said, I always love like a let's barricade the windows as the zombies are actively trying to break in scene.
Spider asks, how many fucking windows you got in this place?
I love it, and it's a classic. The moment of the zombie who uses the CB radio and says, send more paramedics. It's so fucking funny.
That's my dad's favorite moment of the movie.
It's so good. And so, yeah, the crematorium crew, they've barricaded the building and they go check on Freddy and Frank. Bert explains to the punks about the toxic chemical that caused all this. And Freddy describes how he's feeling, which Ernie determines is onset rigor mortis. And I think this shit is genuinely awful.
Yeah.
The idea of your body dying as you are still alive.
Yeah.
It's so unique and I like it a lot. And it's not something you see a lot in these zombie movies because
Right.
typically they get bit and then they just kind of wait around to turn. But you watch watch this guy feel like, he's like, I can feel myself rotting, you know?
When they pick him up because he's hurting and they see the blood has pooled in his back because it's not circulating.
Ugh.
Reanimator, I think, is the only other movie I've ever seen that uses that detail in like a reanimated cadaver. And I just think it's so, it adds a little bit of just gruesome realism where like, this is an organism and nothing is moving the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, and Thom Mathews, who's playing Freddy, he really sells the horror of this.
He
His
does.
screams of pain and horror like really get to me. It's very scary.
He's so good in this.
And so, yeah, a new set of paramedics arrive, and unfortunately for them, they're also eaten alive right away.
Immediately.
And the zombies begin breaking through the barricades of the crematorium, and Scuzz is bitten right in the fucking face, which kills him.
By half a lady.
By a zombie that's just a head, arm, and upper torso.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, good, because if you don't know, and we do have to mention it, Scuzz is played by Brian Peck. And if you don't know who that is, I implore you to watch that documentary about Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider, and you will come to find out that Brian Peck is a real piece of shit.
Oh, no. Did not know that.
Go on your own adventure digging into that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up in case you guys did, but I was like, we can go the whole episode.
I only brought it up because I'm sure someone who is going to listen to the episode is like, well, they didn't even mention it. So that's my mentioning of it, and we can move on.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And I love the idea that this zombie that has clearly been dead for years still has luscious hair. This is so good.
Yeah. Feathered bangs.
I think this whole thing was like the most memorable part of the movie to me. That's
Yeah.
like when I watched it when I was younger.
It's so good.
She's still got nipples. That's pretty impressive.
That's not why, Dustin.
Oh, really? I thought that's what you were going to bring up. My bad. So anyway.
I kind of like how there's like this brief moment at the door where all the punks are trying to get in and they think they're getting robbed or something. And then after that, no, it's they're dead. And then there's no conflict really between the two groups after that. They're just immediately like survival, work together.
They just start working together.
That is a good point.
I was going to say, one of my next notes is I like that there's this dynamic of like these old geezers like Bert and Ernie.
With Spider.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's fun to see their different viewpoints, their different demeanors and everything. And it's not really like, there's not really a moment really where they're like, oh, these fucking dumb kids, whatever, or like you fucking old bags of shit.
I mean, they yell at each other, but they're still working together. Yeah.
Well, they're yelling at each other because of the tension of the scene, not because you're an old fuck, you know?
You don't get me, old man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There's no point where they're like, I know more than you.
Exactly. And they strap this partial zombie down and interrogate it.
They do. And I love the bit where she says that they eat brains to ease the pain of being dead.
Yeah.
And Ernie scoffs and goes, it hurts to be dead. Like, go figure.
I think the scariest part, though, is when Ernie leans in and goes, can you hear me? And he goes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh. And it's basically the zombie telling them, I can feel myself rot. It hurts to die. It's painful. Brains are the only thing that curtail the pain of it.
Yeah.
And here she is, perverts. Here's zombified trash rising from the dead and attacking this homeless man.
I think you're confused because this is Gozer the Gozerian.
Oh my God. When did Ghostbusters 1 come out? Because they do look so much alike.
A year before this, I think.
Oh, that's got to be serendipitous then. That's so fucking funny. I was wondering, I was like, I know she looks like somebody and I could not place it, but you're absolutely right.
That homeless guy chose the form of his destruction.
Yeah. And when she unhinges her jaw, she looks like David Bowie as Ziggy Stardust. Talking about them like making her shave and then being like, that's worse. And then apparently at some point they made like a skin tone like cup for her to wear. Like there were all of these back and forths of like, how do we have a nude scene and then also not make her look like a Barbie doll? It's very weird.
Well, this goes back to my question I think we talked about in the Dawn of the Dead episode, because we see her get enveloped by zombies, clearly going for the brain.
Yeah.
And yet she's still... I'm always wondering, like in zombie movies, where is the line drawn between they got bit so they become a zombie or they just get eaten alive completely?
Right.
And she still has her head intact and everything, so I don't know what happened here.
And she like is like a yassified zombie. She has like a weird jaw, like I don't know. She seems to be magical in some way.
And the way she walks is very cunty. Like, this is doing it for somebody, and that somebody is me. And so we cut to the crematorium crew.
When did Life Force come out? The Toby Hooper movie? Because that one...
Oh, that's a great question. And also, Toby Hooper was gonna direct this movie.
Right.
I came out the same year.
Interesting. There was something in the air, guys.
That's so funny. And it also came out like 2 months before this movie.
Oh, you know what? I actually read that Tobe Hooper dropped out of doing this to make Life Force. So, man, he was like, I'm going to have a naked lady regardless.
And so, the crematorium crew decided to quarantine Freddie and Frank in the building's chapel. And Tina is a real ride or die because she says, I'm staying. I don't give a shit.
I'd do this. I'd do this for my woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would do it too, but I'm like, do you snap her neck like right away just to like her tell this shit? Or
you put on Harry and the Hendersons and just be like, look at the flowers.
Look at the Bigfoot, Priscilla.
Sit pretty, Joey.
So the police arrive at the crematorium and search the grounds, and they find one of the paramedics with his brains literally shitting out of his skull as the zombies swarm them and kill them.
There's some good meat still in that head, right? Like they did not finish him off.
I don't like that sentence.
That one paramedic's brains fed like 4 different zombies in different shots. There's like a different zombie snacking on him every time we see him.
It's like Jesus with the fish and the bread. Just I'll feed a whole army.
There's one zombie slapping him on the back of the head. He's like, you fit so many brains in this bad boy.
And yet again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've said it 1,000 times. We got to get back to the police cars that look like this.
Yeah.
This is a good looking police car, not these fucking dumbass Chargers and Mustangs we've got now.
When they have the decoy police officer, because they try to call in more cops later.
That shit's so fucking funny.
Does it look like he's wearing a chef's hat? Like, it's not the same hat.
They put like a little like rain bag over the hat so their hats don't get wet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty sure it's one of the same cops who get eaten at this point. It's one of those guys just zombified.
I think you're right.
I think it's the mustache cop, yeah.
Yeah, it's this guy here.
Is that how he's credited? Just mustache cop?
I hope
that's
so.
a good question.
Axe cop.
I do think it's a great bit that they just keep running back of like the zombie going, send more cops.
It happens like 5 times. And the one who gets on the radio is like wearing like a Union soldier outfit. It's so funny.
And so Freddie finally turns and starts to attack Tina, foaming at the mouth as he tries to eat her goddamn brains.
Yeah.
And the rest of the crematorium crew show up and beat Freddie down with Ernie throwing acid in his face.
Yeah.
And they barricade him inside the chapel. The actor playing Ernie slaps the shit out of Miguel Nunez.
Sure
I was
does.
like, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this zombie that's just thrashing on the table going, brains, brains. That was really good.
Yeah.
And so Ernie hurts his foot somehow, and blinded zombie Freddy breaks out of the chapel as Bert and Spider make a run for the police car to help them all escape.
Spider says, I'll drive. Bert says, no, I'll drive. And Spider says, hey, fuck you. That's a really funny exchange.
And they manage to get in the car, but there's just simply too many zombies, so they drive off, leaving Ernie and Tina behind.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for them, the streets are flooded with zombies, so they make a run for the warehouse and just crash the fuck into it.
There's a really interesting moment here where when they drive off, Tina's freaking out. They left us.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie's behind her and he looks fucking furious.
Yeah.
And then when she turns around, he says, it's okay. Bert's going to get us help. I know him. And the look on his face tells us, yeah, I know him. He's not coming back. Like, it's a really solid, it's a great acting moment.
Can I tell you my favorite line from the movie, though?
Yeah.
Whenever Bert and Spider crash into the warehouse and they're trying to get inside, you just hear Spider go, this way, you stupid honky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I laughed so fucking hard.
It's really good.
And so blinded zombie Freddy breaks into the room with Ernie and Tina, but they escape into the attic.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, zombie Frank removes his wedding ring
Oof.
and asks for forgiveness before crawling into the crematorium oven. This is a great scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's foreshadowed earlier because he has this moment where he like nudges Freddy and he's like, I could work that fucking thing. Like,
Mhm. It's sad. Like the idea of him putting the ring on like a little hook outside the oven, that's very sad. It's bittersweet.
yeah.
What a brutal way to go, too.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible.
But he's just, the alternative is terrifying to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also unfortunate because it's like, yeah, that's a nice, sweet thing to do. It's you caused this whole problem.
Yeah.
This is a good way to like pay penance for it. but you're only going to exacerbate the issue because you're just going to put more toxins into the air.
Yes.
Right. I love that Spider and Bert run into the warehouse. They find Chuck and Casey, and Chuck's like, who's this guy? Spider says he owns the place, and Chuck smiles at him as if to say, like, hell yeah, businessman. Like, he looks stoked. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, upstanding member of the community.
And so Zombie Freddy tries to break into the attic, and Ernie contemplates shooting him and Tina in the head before Freddy can get to them. And this has to be a reference
to Hitler and Eva Braun
in the bunker, right? I never put that together until this watch. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just watched it last night, and yeah, I didn't catch that until you said that.
Neither did I.
God, that was fucking, it blew my mind. I can't believe I missed that on the first watch.
And Zombie Freddy has turned into like Jack from The Shining. Like it is so, he's like teasing her. He's like, I need your brains. You made me break my hand completely off, Tina. Like that line is so scary. And he delivers the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, back at the warehouse, Bert, Spider, Chuck, and Casey confront Tar Man, but it's not much of a fight because Bert just literally swings this fucker's head off.
He says, I'm going to knock his fucking block off, and he does.
That man delivers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they get into the basement where there's a phone, and Bert tries calling the police, but they're dealing with a straight-up war on the streets with the zombies. So he's desperate, and Bert calls the emergency number on the side of the barrel that contained the Tar Man. The call is routed to the colonel from the beginning of the movie who takes Bert's testimony over the phone. And I love the clinical nature of this phone call because we only get the colonel's side of the conversation. He's like, and then what happened? Oh, I see. And I'm like, he's being like, they're eating our fucking brains.
He's being kind of sweet about it because he also says like, and why didn't you call the paramedics? Oh, no, I guess that makes sense. Like, he's being very like, I can see why you did it that way.
So fucking funny. And so the colonel radios in that he's found his lost consignment of, quote, Easter eggs to the higher ups, but that those eggs have hatched. Elsewhere, a nuke is launched at Louisville, Kentucky as Freddy bursts through the attic door and the zombies, including Trash, watch the missile touch down on the city.
I think there's a little bit of a moment where while he's talking to the general and feels like, oh, they're just going to send the army, they're going to come rolling in with tanks. But it's then once he's talking to the guy on the phone and the fucking nuke missile loads into the gun, then you finally get the moment of, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, so this guy is just so enthusiastic about being able to be a part of this mission too.
Yeah.
Hey man, if I was the guy that's sitting there all day just waiting for someone to potentially call in a nuke and I got to finally do it, I'd be like, okay, I get to do something today. Great, let's go.
Let's start click-clacking on those keys.
At least it's better than the guy just sitting there waiting years for a phone call.
Right.
True. This guy gets to sit in air conditioning. He ain't got to do shit.
I love all of the freeze frames at the moment of impact.
Yes.
Where each character is as the bomb lands. And I love the model work here of the city skyline being lit up by the blast. It's really great stuff.
Yeah, the little buildings exploding as like the time stamp pops up that it's like July 4th at 5 a.m.
There's a moment right after the explosion goes off. You see one of those in one of the skyscrapers, a single light turns on as though someone heard the first blast and it's like, what the fuck? Right there. It's so good.
That's great. And the colonel states that only 4,000 people died. I don't know how the fuck that's possible, but...
Yeah, he says we blew up 20 city blocks.
Nobody lives in Kentucky.
Yeah, there you go.
And that the rain is taking care of the resulting fires and will, quote, wash everything away.
Uh-oh.
And in another cemetery, we see the toxic rain wash over the soil, reanimating the dead. And again, because it was so great the first time, we gotta run back the needle drop.
Yeah.
We see the exact same footage.
The same shot of...
The same footage of the skeleton rising from the dead with its little jaw dropping and then just... It hits every fucking time.
What if it's just the same zombie who just buries himself after that night? He's like, I'm full.
He's like, oh, you guys are really doing this. It does feel like Dan O'Bannon being like, am I going to shoot something better?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Oh, you guys have muscles. You can pull yourselves along. I can't do shit. I just have eyeballs. So I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He saw the nuke coming and just went back in the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
When I watched on this rewatch, I just wrote, fuck yeah, this ending.
It's so good.
So good. But yeah, that's the Return of the Living Dead. Did you fellas have any other notes that we didn't get to?
I really love the moment of Casey and Chuck on their own. They kind of get forgotten as the movie goes along, but when they're hiding out in the warehouse, they're trying to think about whether they're going to be saved or not. And Casey has this moment where she looks at him and says, I never did like you, but God hold me tight, which is just a nice little character moment. It's funny, but it's also sincere. And I think that that's like kind of the movie in a microcosm.
I know we're about to die, but I just want to remind you, I will never fuck you. I just want you to know that.
Not even if I know I'm about to die.
So fucking funny. All right, well, why don't we hop over to our ending segments, and we're going to start with Prop Cop. So if you're new to the show, Prop Cop is where we're each going to hypothetically pick one prop from the movie we just watched, Return of the Living Dead, for us to own in real life.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and take the fire axe that Bert buries into that fucking first zombie. I love that thing.
No, that's good.
James, you're our guest. What prop do you want most from this movie?
It's kind of a coin toss. I'd want either Freddy's jacket that says fuck you on the back, the Letterman jacket.
Great jacket. Great jacket.
Or I'd have to get one of the barrels.
Yeah, sure.
If I got to take something, I'd have to take one of the barrels.
Sure. Nathan, what about you?
So this is, I think, a first. I'm picking a prop that might not exist.
Oh.
So there's a thing on IMDb that lists this, and there's been a lot of debate on Reddit over whether or not it's true. But Dan O'Bannon claims in the commentary track for Return of the Living Dead on the old DVD that in the TV version of Return of the Living Dead, Freddy wears a jacket that says television version instead of fuck you.
That's awesome.
That cannot be true because there's no way they shot alternate takes of all the scenes where he's wearing a jacket. But I just want that. I want a jacket that says television version. So
That's fucking awesome.
I choose to pick a prop that probably isn't real. Nobody seems to have a screenshot of it either. So it could be lost to time or it could just be a prank.
That's awesome if it's real.
It's a tough movie to edit for made for TV. It's
right.
Like, what's left?
Well, I guess you kind of have to just edit around almost all the trash stuff. Like you probably don't get to see her come back and eat the homeless guy and stuff like that. But yeah. JT, what prop do you want?
Either the Burt son or there's a cemetery statue. When it rains,
It pours.
Fucking stupid.
Did you go to the 42, I think?
Sure, 42-minute mark, yeah.
I definitely know what statue he's talking about. That's a good pick.
Yeah, it's just metal as fuck.
It'd be before this.
Oh, before this, okay.
It's when the rain's coming down on the tombstones.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was the first time it rains or second time.
The rain's coming down on the tombstone.
Oh, also the shot where we go into the ground like this is so sick.
It's great.
So good.
I like that there's trash in the dirt too.
Uh-huh.
Because they already knew pollution was a problem.
Oh, is it the Weeping Angel?
Yeah, that's good.
Great statue. All right, well, there's
Light statue.
There's a lot of great extras in this movie, including a lot of the zombies. So who should we play as a bit part?
So you get to pee on it? No one else does? Huh? No, it's just... This your bush? You have a special bond with this bush? No, I just thought that... You're the king of the forest? I'm sorry? What? You fucking tree hugger? Is this your special bush?
All right, so who should we play?
Is that our longest bit part we've ever played?
It might be. It might be. Honestly, maybe the best thing Jamie Kennedy's ever done, honestly, is that one scene.
Yeah.
But who should we play in the movie? Nathan, let's start with you.
So I just want to be one of the zombies in the headlights when it gets flicked on.
Yeah.
That's such a great reveal. It's a great jump scare. And I could get dressed up in some old-timey formal wear for one scene.
Mm-hmm. JT, what about you?
I think the amputee zombie was pretty funny when he took chase.
He's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, he's skedaddling.
Uh-huh. That boy is skedaddling. James, what about you? Who do you want to play?
Definitely zombie mustache cop who's just standing there with flashlight.
So fucking funny.
Waving it back and forth.
I'll just be the homeless guy that trash attacks. I get a real quick scene. I'm in and out. I'm into that. What, Nathan? What?
You said in and out. James snorted. I'm not the only asshole here.
Don't help my buddy. He's exactly where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, don't help me.
That's right.
Well, we definitely need one here, boys, because the entire city of Louisville, Kentucky has been nuked, and as we come to find out, that's only going to make things worse. So, what is a silver lining for the Return of the Living Dead?
This one was hard.
Well, I have a couple of options, but I'm
Okay.
actually going to go with one that I mentioned in the episode. I'm going to say Frank paid his penance.
There you go.
I like that he asked for forgiveness as he gets into that oven.
Yeah. I know that the zombie outbreak will continue with the rain and everything,
Mhm.
but in theory, the zombies who got hit by that original nuke are at rest now.
I suppose so, yeah. I guess
If they got vaporized.
I was going to say if the nuke, like vaporizes them instantly. I suppose so, yeah. James, what's your silver lining?
They blew up Kentucky.
Yeah. Do you think Mitch McConnell was included in that blast or what? What do we think? What's the over-under on that?
Had to be in that timeline.
Here's the thing. When this episode releases, we still may not even know if that motherfucker's alive or dead or not.
We know.
He's both dead and live.
I said we know, and then thunder clapped outside my office. That was fucking crazy.
JT, what's your silver lining?
After years of waiting, the Colonel finally got the phone call.
He found his Easter eggs. Yeah.
He found his Easter egg.
His wife is like, when can we move? And he's like, as soon as we find them. So I'm assuming now he gets like a nice severance package. He gets to retire.
Can I throw one more out there that this could maybe be Mally's silver lining?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say karma came for Ernie in the form of poetic justice.
There you go.
Just the idea of a Nazi dying in a bunker contemplating suicide, I just thought was so fucking funny.
Good point.
Well, let's say this. Let's say you watched Return of the Living Dead and our silver linings just weren't enough to bring you back up because, again, an entire city has been nuked. Somehow only 4,000 people died. I find that hard to believe. But what is a movie people should double feature with the Return of the Living Dead as a pick-me-up? So I don't think you necessarily even need one for this movie because it is fun as hell. But in the spirit of the show, I will say if you liked that yellow zombie at the beginning, you might also like a movie with a similar colored title that's also set in Kentucky. And I'm going to go with Goldfinger.
Great choice.
JT, what are you going to watch?
94's Street Fighter.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Because Miguel Nunez Jr. plays DJ.
Yeah. Are we excited about this new one? Or
No.
I don't know if I am. I don't know if I can get there.
I don't care.
I kind of am just because the casting is so bizarre and I think so much of it looks like we're just having a fun time. Like it
Mhm.
looks goofy as hell, but in a way that's really appealing to me. I also think casting Orville Peck as Vega is some of the most galaxy brain casting I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm kind of and David Dastmalchian as M. Bison. Like, come on.
I think that hairpiece they got on 50 Cent is maybe reason enough to buy a ticket because it looks so fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's so good.
Nathan, what are you going to watch?
So I'm continuing on my Hong Kong action kick right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I would recommend a movie I saw for the first time this weekend, The Seventh Curse,
Okay.
which stars Chow Yun-fat and Maggie Chung, and is a action horror supernatural thriller from the director of Ricky O, The Story of Ricky.
Mhm.
It also involves a living skeleton and all kinds of weird, crazy shenanigans. It's a fun time.
I just love the title, Ricky O, The Story of Ricky. It's so fucking funny.
It is one of the funniest titles of all time. That's why I had to say it in full.
And the fact that it's spelled two different ways, too, is also very funny to me.
Yeah.
James, what are you going to watch after The Return of the Living Dead?
I think a good double feature with this one would be Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Fuck
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Similar energy, too. Yeah.
Classic 80s horror, a little
Mhm.
bit more of an upper, happier ending,
Mm-hmm.
but still laughs, but with some great horror moments mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found out recently the clown costumes that Kyoto Brothers created for that movie were reused as the troll costumes in Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah,
Wow.
Awesome.
That's fucking rad.
I did know that one.
All right, we always do this with horror movies, but what do we think is the best kill of the movie?
Oh man. I would say either the entire group of I love the moment where the zombies are running out of the mist
Yeah.
towards the group of police officers. I
Yeah.
think that's a really good, effective moment. Otherwise, it might be Suicide getting the top of his head bitten off like it's a drumstick.
Yep. I don't know. Scuzz gets a fucking blood spray out of his neck, and I'm always a sucker for that.
That's pretty good.
Would you count Freddy?
Yeah,
Because
I was about to say,
I think all of that shit going through him is insane.
Sure.
yeah, that sounds awful.
Like the whole rigor mortis thing and getting the acid thrown in the eyes. Ugh.
I think we can count it.
I'm partial to Trashes just because it's kind of a terrifying death where
Yeah.
she's
It is.
separated from her friends,
Yeah.
stuck in the rain. covered in mud. She's getting eaten alive, probably drowned too.
Yeah.
Covered in mud and rain. And it's like, it's a terrible way to go.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Okay, what about the yellow man? That was pretty fucked.
It's pretty good.
True.
To Linnea Quigley's credit, I do think that it's interesting that Trash is so like monotone and like, I'm so in love with death. Death is so cool. And then that the second she starts getting attacked, her performance changes and she's genuinely scared and she's asking for help. And I think you might be right there. That is a really memorable moment.
I mean, that's all crust punks, right? The second like actual danger shows up, they're like, never mind, fuck this.
Yeah.
I think a missed opportunity for like somehow Suicide's chain that goes from his nose to his ear or whatever, not getting ripped out or something. Like a missed opportunity there.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. Do we recommend The Return of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be everybody's cup of tea because it is a very loud and obnoxious movie, but I think it's well made. I think it's really fun. And it's one that I tend to revisit every couple of years.
I would say, yeah, but only if you answer positively to one question.
And I do want to party.
Yeah, I think it's punk as hell. That needle drop still hits every fucking time.
Every
and
time.
It's just a good fun movie. That's all I'll say.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the Silver Linings playlist. If you haven't already, please subscribe wherever you're listening to us right now. Rate, leave some comments. You can follow us on social media. We're on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade. We're also on Reddit as well. You can get links to everything and more on our website, tslppodcast.com, where you can also get in touch with us using the Contact Us form. And if you haven't already, join the free Discord where we're all there having fun with, past guests of the show, with listeners of the show. It's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
You're missing out if you're not on that Discord. And if you want more of our show, if you want episodes released early, if you want bonus shows, you got to join the Patreon, patreon.com/Silver Linings Playlist, where on the Patreon this week, our commentary for Harry and the Hendersons is out, as well as our first TSLP commission on Shark Attack 3: Megalodon. You can get those on the Diamond Lining tier of our Patreon, which you can get for free for the month of August. Just check the show notes wherever you're listening to the show right now and get that free month to enjoy those two, plus so many other great bonuses. And if you haven't already, don't forget to check out that 10-year anniversary special we just dropped a couple of days ago. If you're listening to this when it came out, it's fucking massive. It's nearly 3 hours long. We go through the entire course of the show, some of the greatest moments, phone calls from people that listen to the show, including someone who called in as unknown. I don't know who that could have been, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Could have been anybody.
Could have been anybody.
Never know.
James, thanks so much for coming on, dude. I'm sorry it's been a long time that we've had you on, but we'll get you back on more regularly.
No worries. Thank you for having me. I love talking about movies that I love, and Return of the Living Dead is definitely one of those movies.
Hell yeah. I need to not have as much time in between rewatches of this thing, because this was only my second time, and man, it's a lot of fun. Cool. Any other bit of business, boys, before we get out of here for the week?
Do you guys want to party?
That's a great question.
Well, where the fuck are we going to party?
Somewhere.
Go to the fucking cemetery, I suppose.
I don't know. Let's go pick up Mally. He always knows where to party.
Yeah, let's wait till Mally gets off work. He always knows where to party.
Great. Mally's taking his clothes off again.
So Mally's not here for this episode, and his pick is our next one. So let's see if we can...
Here we go. I just got a great clue from Mally.
Oh, boy. I haven't seen this movie, just as a heads up, but here we go.
Even time travel can't escape wokeness.
Oh, boy. Have you guys seen this movie? Because I haven't.
I've read the short story that it's based on, and it's incredible, but I'm very curious to see how it works as a film. And my understanding is that it takes some liberties. And I just want to throw out, there's a character that recently debuted on our Harry and the Hendersons episode that should read this clue instead.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Even time travel can't escape wokeness. That's MAGA Droopy Dog. Go subscribe to Patreon.
MAGA Droopy Dog is my favorite new bit we've been doing. God. All right, well, rest in peace, Oatmeal, and I guess the residents of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And as always, Archimedes, hot dog, rhubarb, 909er.
Do you wanna party?
I love that hot dog is one of the like code words for setting off a nuke.
Yeah, it's not hotel. He says hot dog.
All right, let's run it back one more time, boys.
Good.
And you know what? I feel like in the spirit of the movie, let's run back a shorter version of this episode after the credits.
You gotta highlight clips, all the best takeaways.
Hey, it's JT. Thanks for listening to the Silver Linings playlist. We'll be back for another episode soon. But in the meantime, check out our Patreon for more. Link in the description below. See ya.